Can green space and blue space lead to better health outcomes? Gilbourne wants to find out, so he does a review. And he looks at a whole bunch of different studies, starting from maybe a couple hundred people to hundreds of thousands of people. From all of this, all he gets is that we don't have enough evidence. So what in the world is going on here? Essentially, green space and blue spaces are areas that have a lot of plants, greenery, and not so much noise pollution, electricity, and other stresses that come with compacting people into tight spaces for prolonged periods of time without access to natural resources. It's the way our ancestors used to live, a green and blue zone. So the assumption is you remove all these stressors by having a person in a healthy space and they should be better, which makes sense, but then they can't really prove it, and that's the hard part. And I think when we look at this, it's always going to be, what are your measures for well-being? What are the other exposures that come into play? And then from there, how are we actually measuring things? So when we can't control these things properly, as it is hard to do, it's going to be hard to prove these kind of statements. But it's interesting to look into nonetheless, and common sense prevails that for most of us, if we're taken into a stress-free environment where we get an adequate amount of physical activity and healthy food, that we should, in the long run, get better.